You got to hate him, son. 18-3, Tom. Listen, now I hate him. You should. Now I hate the fucking Celtics. You should hate him. And you know why I hate the Celtics? This is this motherfucker right here. Okay? It's got nothing to do with the Celtics. It's him. See, I hated the Knicks before him. Right. It's not his fault. Same way I hate. That's the difference in America. I don't blame him. Fuck, he blames me. Fuck you. Because here's the thing. Because I hated the Pats before I met you. Did you? Yes. Everyone hated Brady and Belichick. Everyone. But you know what? After realizing you loved them, I heard you out. You got a little bit of a soft spot for them. Because the man won 4 more Super Bowls. Because they're your people. Okay? You can hate them all you want. I know. The motherfucker won 4 more Super Bowls. I don't hate him anymore. And when you saw what Belichick, on the other hand, when you saw what the whole time, I've been living and dying by my team. He's behind the scenes, cheering it on, cheering it on, wanting them to fail. Yes, giving biased takes, saying they're going to fail, recognizing they were only biased because he wants them to fail. Yes, I hate them. So all this time, I was taking his word for my team. You can't. His biased son of a bitch. You can't hate him. First of all, you can't. If I really, if first thing happened again, people don't know the reason when I say they're great. You know it's legit because you know I hate them. There's no 2 ways about it. Yep, he fucking hates them. So you know when he gives them credit, it's legit. That's the ultimate compliment. That's the ultimate compliment. He doesn't get it. I hate him, but I respect him. And that is true rivalry. It's fine. I still hate the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, I'm happy they got Jaylen Brown. No. Yeah. But I also know that they only get like 2 weeks ago, like, you won't trade him in the division. You'd never do that. No, you don't. And then boom. They fucking shit him out right in our yard. We never broke down. Now we both gotta play him. We never broke down. If it had to happen, what team would you choose? We never broke that down. Because that'd be the team I would fucking choose. In our division, I'd rather have that they have him. Because if they're keeping all those guys around them, you watch these guys fighting for the ball. That's an interesting point. This is going to be laughable. So they're going to, the egos in this room. Let's think out some other trades that could have happened. Okay. Let's say they had traded him to the Nets. And now the Nets have nothing. The Nets have Julius Randle. The Nets have nothing we want. We would never make a trade to him. That's something we at least want back. Why? What did you want back from the Sixers? You got draft picks. Well, the Nets could give you more better draft. What they did was they now can dump this salary in 1 year. They have flexibility. I think Michael Porter Jr. The only way to do that. The thing is, when you make a trade, the same way. That's why this trade was so critical. Is the money had to match up. That's why it's harder to do. That's why it's not so much the player; it's what they got. Are you telling me don't hate the player, hate the game? Because I hate that. It was a smart business move. They're trying to go get. Hate the game, baby. If you want to go get that next guy, you got to free up the money somehow to do it. And you can't sit on this one any longer than you are. Dick is going to get harder. It's going to get worse apart from, and you're going to get less back as teams are going to know you're even more desperate. Look. As a matter of fact, the locker room was broken. Look, as I hear you explain it, I understand. You saw his tweet. I understand what you're saying, but you saw his tweet. There's this little piece. What else do you need to say? There's this little piece of me that wonders if you're coping a little bit. What are you coping? You know, like rationalize. He didn't want to be here. I know. He was disappointed for about 1.5 seconds. But a week and a half ago, you said, I don't want Jaylen Brown to get traded. I didn't, unless he doesn't want to be here. You did say that. I don't believe he wanted to be here. He never retracted that statement. He never bothered to explain what he really meant behind it. He never apologized to the fans he offended. Because really, at the end of the day, that's who he pissed off first. The fans. Then he pissed off Jason Tatum. And by the way, why would you do that to Jason Tatum? What did Jason Tatum ever do to Jaylen Brown other than show the guy love? You know what? I'll wait. You know what really sucks, though? I'll fucking wait. You know what really sucks, though? But wait, if the reason some of these teams don't succeed is just because people can't get along, that sucks. It's terrible. Because, and that's where a coach really has to help. But Brad Stevens knows this guy. People fundamentally, you'll get it out. He's got it. Look, people have the ability to work with other people.
They did for 9 years.
No, but I'm talking about just
Jalen Brown has felt disrespected from day one. I was at the Celtic party that night with my friend, and we were both booing the band. I was one of those.
And you don't think he's ever gotten over that?
I don't think he's ever gotten over that, and I've apologized over that.
Why was everybody booing the pit?
Because there was other players that we were looking for and trade down.
None were as good as him, though, right?
Now, as it turned out, no. But we admitted we were wrong. We sincerely, this before you ever won a title.
But he was that hurt by it.
So I think it still was part of what got him buttered. The second thing is, when you look at the people we were talking about, they're all fucking Hall of Famers. It wasn't like we were trading for some scab. Only at the end, we were like, all right, we have to match this contract somewhere. At this point, doesn't matter. We want to up the contract in a year anyway. But everybody's all getting flipped out of a Paul George here. Paul George can still stand there and hit threes if he's wide open, which with Jason Tatum is saying,
look, Brad Stevens showed me something at the end of last year when he had to flip.
He flipped half
Porzingis.
He flipped half of them.
Yeah, who else?
Hornets, Holiday, fucking Horford.
He just
5 guys, and 5 of your 4.
And then
Tatum's out.
And they got the
Tatum's out for the year, for most of the year.
That was quite.
Look, I know half the league was tanking, so I take it with a grain of salt, but still.
Dude, it was more than that.
It
was more than that. They were better than the Knicks.
No, they were better than the Knicks. Brad Stevens can build a roster. And that's why I'm so mad he hasn't fired Joe Mazzulla yet, because it's not the roster, it's the coach. Style of play. But if you can't or you won't fire him, because Brad's like, well, then I'm admitting I'm wrong. I'll throw in guys that make him change the style. Look at the guys they drafted.
To me, that's weak, though.
It is weak. But that's how Brad does things.
The relationship should be there that at some point the GM can say, look, I'm overruled.
If Brad and Smile look at it, there's a reason why Joe Mazzulla did get fired. I don't know what it is. I want to say Jason Tatum. But what
would you say to that?
I would say no. Jason Tatum doesn't get involved in any of this crap.
No, but do you think Tatum has a right to step in and say, that's my coach?
No. I never did. When Magic did this in LA, and he was proven right because Riley was a better coach, but Magic shouldn't have that kind of power. No player should have. Especially when the coach had
who did Magic want to get rid of?
They were in Whitehead for, and it ended up being Pat Riley. Whitehead won a championship there before.
Right, but Riley.
The Magic he was riding Magic, and Magic didn't like it. And I'm not saying Whitehead is a gem coach, but he didn't win it. He wasn't a bum. He wasn't why they were losing.
He won a title with Magic?
Yeah. He was the coach of the one that won it before Riley. He was the head coach. So he had a ring.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying
Pat Riley's pretty legendary.
Oh yeah, he is, but this guy could have been legendary. Magic gave him a chance. He won a ring together with him. So anyway, and Nick Kareem was still in his prime.
How'd we get on this?
I don't know. That's what's great about this fucking show.
No, but we're talking about something.
What's the kids' phones are? Do you know? We had a plan.
A new subject. I haven't been timing either.
We had a plan. Forgot the time. There was a plan. And yeah, we're going to talk about this. It's not coming back to me because of Big Pipe who never hits the ground when he takes a later shot.
Well, his launch angle is moon-based.
Moon-based. Hey, are you on Poppy Station 101 up there? Yeah, I'm on Poppy Station 101. Yeah, that ball just hit us again. Hey, tell David to lay off the wood a little.
Dude, I was in Florida this week. Little Airbnb action.
Oh.
It's one of those weeks.
I wanted to ask you about the food.
Well,
how was the food? You have any good food? Come on.
Yeah, so since I'm on my shot, like, I don't really center shit around food.
I know, but you have one good meal.
I had many good meals. But, like, it was like pizza. A lot of New York Italians down there making good pies. I had a fish and grits dish that was amazing. Yeah, so food pretty good, but I pulled back on the food.
I can't hate Florida as much as I want to. I always love Florida.
There's lots to love about Florida.
I want to hate Florida. I can't hate Florida.
politically, it's very right.
I hate
Like,
Florida. It's like, I just love that.
But there's a lot of beauty in Florida.
It really is. Florida's gorgeous. I mean,
and I mean, there's people. There's plenty of good people.
No, there are. A lot of them aren't from there, though.
So no, I think a lot of the people coming into Florida are like that.
Maybe.
It was like New York right wingers. They fly down.
It's Florida is like you know, maybe you felt it when you crossed the line. Sometimes you cry if you've done this in a car, as I have, and he has now done. We've done more than once.
Oh yeah, several.
Yeah, you know why? Because there's somebody crossing that state line when you cross into Florida, where you feel like you done went to heaven.
You done went to heaven.
You cross the line, you're in Florida, all of a sudden you're just like, I'm in fucking.
Dude, there's something about
There's something about palm trees in Florida. This, I don't know what it is. I can't place it, but I'm telling you. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The pool with a palm tree, and you could see the moon behind.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You've had that feeling.
Want to move there.
You've had that feeling. You know, when you're there, you feel like, I want to fucking live here. It's unbelievable. It has an impact on everybody. And if you drive over that line, with flying over, there's something different about driving over that line. You feel like you're driven into a kingdom. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's like, it's crazy. Anyway, new topic. I don't know if that topic was. It was that topic. I
didn't start this topic.
It is.
All right, new topic.
11 minute gym.
New topic. Here we go. Don't post these.
I have to post.
No, you don't.
It's the 4th of fucking July.
Dude, I've gone back to look for it. Not all episodes are.
Two idiots stoned. That's the stuff.
Next topic.
Stitch Jones and Smoke Guns.
I want to go see that movie, The Odyssey.
Yeah, it does look good. Matt Damon's in it.
Matt Damon's in it. It's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Could be a good one.
Could be very good.
Dude, how was Vex beat it?
It was fun, you know. We tell you that the restaurant where we had a birthday dinner was amazing. That was one of those you walking like, what the fuck? It's all glass, and all you see is palm trees and blue water. You think you're walking like, oh, what the fuck? It's unbelievable.
And then what you said, you walked in and went, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did to myself. Unfortunately, I didn't say it out loud. But I just looked around, I'm like, look at this fucking village. I felt like I was standing on a cruise ship or something. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'm saying it's crazy. Anyway, she had a great time. And then dude, Sunday, me and Little Kahuna, a.k.a. Adrian, a.k.a. Little Kahuna. So we hit the boogie board, right? Dude, we hit the perfect fucking wave. I wish to God I had my fucking cell phone, but I would have shit my pants. Because literally, Becky's out there with us, and this wave comes in, and the tide was coming. All of a sudden, this wave comes in, and Becky just goes like this and then down. That was my first fucking flip. She was 20 feet away from us. And all of a sudden, this thing starts going up, and I'm like, hey, Anthony, turn around. He looks, he goes, oh, he starts to paddle. And there was a moment when I'm 6'4", standing up. He was probably 3 feet above me at that time. Like 10 feet in front of me, he was right there. I'm like, I have no camera. I'm like, I'm shooting my breath. I'm like, no, he didn't turn. Fucking start. And fucking, I caught this wave, me and this other dude, all the fucking way in. It's literally into where people are fucking sitting.
100 yards.
Easy.
100 yards.
Fucking guy turns to me, and I'm like, I should be checking my son who got eaten. But Becky was out there. He was like, that's not what a dick guy. Anyway, I turn around, the guy looks at me and goes, fucking dude, that was legit. I was like, A, you are stoned. B, where do I get some? And C, you are correct, sir.
That was legit.
He goes, dude, that was legit. I was like, dude, hey. And I could not argue.
I saw a guy.
I said, I don't disagree.
I do agree, sir. I was wearing my Knicks jersey and I saw a guy go, And he looked at me and he goes, hey, mixing 5? I was like, I was just like, correct.
Do the correction. Yes.
But like, why do you
The calculations are accurate.
I didn't understand why he was asking like a question.
Your
Mixing 5?
We had Squish the Fish, Beat LA. You always got those stupid fucking.
I kind of like Let's Go Knicks better. Or just go Knicks.
Stakes and 5. Ain't no job.
Mixing 5 is kind of like.
Stakes and 5 ain't no job.
Like, I wouldn't get a shirt that said Mixing 5.
If you said ain't no job under it, you would.
No.
I think you would. I think you would. Gotta say ain't no job.
I want a shirt that says Bronson Ball. Because remember, I used to say Bronson Ball in a negative
What you
way.
big you fat hairy donuts hanging down,
Yeah.
Bronson balls.
No, not balls. Brunson Ball is a style of play. Yeah. Testicles. He's sick. Fuck.
You said Brunson ball.
Brunson Ball. Because that's what I used to call it when he was
I heard balls. I'm sorry.
You got balls on the mind, yeah.
When he said balls, I'm like, did you just fucking say balls?
All right, but maybe we won't make that. Because people are going to think this. Dude, look at this room.
Balls. It's like, not a BS, it's quite glorious.
It really is.
It is.
It's like a 3/4 moon.
It is.
Little slice off the edge.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like an eye.
It's not a bad day to be in.
Doesn't it look like a dragon eye? Only one's open.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like imagine the other one's
Does
closed
actually,
on the other
yeah.
side.
That's fucked up.
Yo,
I see that.
Dude, imagine if the other one opened and it was a
Dude, we would
dragon.
both shit our pants.
Yes.
If that actually happened,
It would be the low
two low, you'd see two ones that low, he's like, shit.
If another moon eye opened
Yeah.
and it stood up and was
Dude,
just
you're
like,
freaking me out. Stop. I don't even want to think about that. I would
crazy
never
how it
be a
looks like
double,
dragon.
a double draw throw.
I feel like I
Both
want
wives go up, just
Dude,
throw
I
it.
want to put that in a movie. That should be
Just
in a
light it on fire and throw it in the trash. That's what we're talking about.
And the good news is, if it's a real dragon, you're not surviving anyway. He'll burn up all your shit. So it doesn't matter. It's not going to go.
To die in their own shit. I know.
If a dragon's coming,
I'm
it's
gonna shit after I die anyway, right? But I'll be dead, so I won't know.
The dragon,
I don't want to know.
if you see a dragon, you're going to shit before you die. Believe me. You're not that tough. I don't give a fuck what you've been through.
I didn't
If another
deny.
moon eye opens
I didn't
and
deny.
that dragon stares you
I'm saying.
down, shit
I
on the
don't
leg.
want to die like that. I'm saying it'll happen. I'm not disagreeing. I don't disagree.
Then you'll die.
I will shit, but I'll be
Shit again.
I know it's a double loaf.
There's shit in the afterlife.
It's pre and post loaf.
There's shit in heaven.
Think about that. You can't take anything with you, but you
Shit in heaven.
leave a loaf. You can leave a loaf. I mean, there's a lot of things you can leave, but you a loaf. What better way to say "fuck you, America"? Well, "fuck you, world"?
But I mean, there's metaphorical. There's metaphorical loafies left every day in death.
Oh my god!
People are leaving loafies in death.
But the bitter
every
loafy
day.
is the worst. People that die with those are the bitter,
The bitter-hearted loafing.
steaming.
All right, new subject.
What was that?
Just come on, rapid fire. Next up. Next up. Let's see.
Oh my god!
Let's see.
There you go. Sweet to know down there.
You know what feels weird? Like, it feels like football should have already picked up. And I hadn't thought about it.
Here, yeah. Is it 2 weeks away?
When is the Hall of Fame game?
I think
Is that the end of July? I
August. No,
thought the Hall of Fame game was like end of
I
July.
thought it was the first week of August. I thought I could be wrong.
End of July.
I thought it was the very first weekend in August. Is what I thought. It could be the last. I don't know. It's not the
No,
fourth.
it's too late, bro.
I think it's the first. I could be
It's
wrong.
not August.
Check out. I think it's. No, I think it's earlier.
It is called. You're right.
August 6th.
August 6th.
Early August.
I thought it was earlier than that.
Well, it's always in the first. It's sometimes the second or the fourth. It's always on the sixth.
Well, why is it on a Thursday?
I think it's always a Thursday night. It's always because they have the Hall of Fame ceremony that weekend, and that's
always the Thursday.
Yeah, it's always Thursday because Sunday is the ceremony. And they get all the dinners, all those fucking dinners. There goes and kisses his ass, and pictures of the wall, all that shit. Free Hall of Fame shit. Then you have the fucking ceremony. And then you have the after party there. I mean, you were fucking shit to the wind for 3 straight days. And if you're a Pro Football Hall of Famer, God bless you, you fucking deserve it. Man, if anybody deserves a 3-day bender as they're getting into the Hall of Fame, it's NFL players. I'm just saying, especially going old school.
Yeah, a good celebration.
The beating those motherfuckers took. They're incredible.
Dude, Argentina against Cape Verde. We didn't talk about that.
Classic.
What a great game.
Classic.
They scored 3 goals in overtime.
It was a World Cup.
3 goals were scored in overtime.
Classic. That is arguably the best World Cup game I've ever seen. I'm saying it is, but it's got an argument. Because you know why? Because nobody had Cape Verde being here, and they played them.
They were number 67 against number 1.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I know. That would
have been like one of the biggest
upsets. It was like the fucking men's hockey team beating the Russians. Had they won. That's what it would have been like. Yes.
The game goal in overtime from Cape Verde or Cabo Verde.
Unfucking.
Dude, what a play.
You will never see a better goal than that.
What a shot. Down
it's good.
Down 1, he gets kicked in the shin. Oh. And then just curve job right to the top corner.
See, you know what soccer is doing? You know what this World Cup is doing? And I'm grateful. Grateful. And take the U.S. out of it for a second. Because their story in itself. What these teams and these games have been like, I mean, there've been very few, most of them have been holy fuck. I mean, holy fuck. Because it's one and done. It's like fucking, and even the fucking, when you're in the pool, but my God, these games, all of them.
I think it seems like, for the most part,
it's giving me an added love for soccer. I love soccer. I've started, I love women's soccer. I love watching that soccer. I think I love soccer.
I love watching my kids play soccer.
I think when you watch, again, then they have league TV for years. They got to pick a team because, man, these games are crazy. If that's what goes on in that league, then yeah, sign me up. Because by all indications, that's literally what goes on. These games are all like that. Because all these fuckers play in the Premier League from every nation. They're all in that fucking league. It's crazy. The best soccer players in the world are in this fucking game. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Okay. Trust me. Just turn on a random game and watch.
And the reason U.S. is competitive is because they have guys that play in those
in that league now, and they're good. They're not sitting on the bench.
That's the key. Yeah. If your guys are good in those leagues, then they're fucking good globally.
You have a fighting chance. Right. And they have a fighting chance. I'm not saying they're going to win this thing, but they're going to go quietly. No, they aren't. They're playing Belgium money without their leading scorer in their sucks. And I have a feeling it's not going to matter. I just have a feeling.
Dude, here's the thing. If the Olympics were the NBA, if the Olympics were the NBA, they never would have allowed that to happen in the USA. You know, the NBA wouldn't allow
throw out a player.
It wouldn't allow Wemby to get suspended.
Yeah,
even though he was there.
The best player, or arguably, won't get thrown out.
Right.
On what should have been half of that.
The fact that they can't step in here and appeal it, come on.
Which would make the U.S., if they were to somehow get over even more, if they can't get, imagine if they win this game, then what do you think's going to happen?
Then they have a real chance.
If they beat them, I'm saying they're good.
How good is Belgium?
They're good.
Like, what ranking do you think?
They're in the top 20, top 15.
They're in the top 75.
No. They're top 20, top 15.
Okay.
They're good. They're legit. They're beatable. I'm saying they're unbeatable, but you're missing your leading scorer. Yeah. On something that should not have resulted in this.
They're much better than you thought.
What are they?
They're ninth in the world.
It's the top 20. I didn't know what they were.
Oh, no, I'm just saying they're real good.
Yeah, ninth.
Ninth in the world.
Ninth. Ninth.
We're talking niner.
Ninth.
We're talking 339.
Did you say that ninth?
They currently sit as the sixth highest ranked European.
I'm sorry. We were wrong.
Sixth highest European nation. Just behind Germany.
Germany.
And ahead of Croatia.
Yeah. Both still in work line.
So there's 6 European teams in the top 9 in the world. That's kind of
It's like the SEC in football.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's where, Belgium. They're in that
bang.
They're in that neighborhood.
Switzerland, bang. Bang. Italy, shit, where are you guys?
Yeah, they're in that. They're like the team out there right now.
Where are you guys?
And Italy's got look at Italy's history.
Dude, the
They have
ITEL's
bums right now.
not being in it this year. Kind of stinks.
It sucks. He has an Italian sponge. I wanted to buy it.
We're all getting kids overseas.
None of them play in the Americans, of course. But can we just assume USA is going to get knocked out? You got to find another team. And when you're Italian, that's easy.
Saying.
Just saying. What? That if you're Italian, you need to find a spare soccer team because yours stinks.
I usually go to
Argentina. I go to Italy.
No, when Italy's out.
No, but up until recently, they have been amazing. They kind of hit the slope.
But now I'm saying, with them out, who's your second team? Argentina?
No.
Messi sounds Italian.
No.
Dude, all the Argentinians, they have Italian sounding names. Ginobili? Serious?
No. I fucking
You go for the Vikings?
they knew that fucking row.
Dude, they went to City Field, they went to a Mets game and they were doing
it. It's so cool. And their best player's kind of a cool guy. Listen to him talk, he's kind of a cool dude. Just like, he sounds like, he understands his audience. He doesn't overdo it, but he plays to it. He doesn't overdo it. It's cool. He gets it. I know.
The Scottish team was having a fun time.
They Boston loved them. Yeah. Them in Boston, like, you kidding me? Whoa, love affair. Ridiculous. They closed bars that day of the game for the Irish.
You guys ran out of fucking booze.
Because the Scots
What a bunch of chumps.
But you know what they did? They wouldn't let
You guys got out-drank by the Europeans. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
They wouldn't let the
You should be ashamed of
They
yourselves.
wouldn't let the English in. When the English were playing, they shut down all the Irish bars in Boston closed when the English showed up.
It was fucking great. Everybody came together. Except the Irish.
Robert Hugh, I think you've watched show Rob Hugh. His buddy was in Boston that week. After the Scots came through, and then here comes England, all the Irish bars shut down. He went by like 6 or 7, whatever it was.
You're telling me after all this kumbaya we just talked,
Irish weren't having it.
the Irish said, sorry, guys.
Fuck you, England.
We don't like the fucking persecution.
Hey, we remember. Fuck it.
You still don't own us.
Dude, fuck, I thought I was good.
Dude, when it goes back in wartime,
Century.
wartime shit.
It's historical landmark, change the world.
Historical beef.
Yes. Change the world. Yeah.
Change the world beef. Like,
Can't we all
roast beef. Like Arby's roast
Can't we all just sing Kumbaya? Nah, fuck it.
beef. Yeah, he's the real.
They get why.
He's the real.
I do. I get it. I'm the same way on the big thing. So I'm not going to fear what you did to us. Yeah. Anyway, next topic.
Next topic. All right.
Have we had the baseball yet?
Yeah.
We laughed. We should end this with a laugh.
Dude,
You gotta laugh. You just gotta fucking laugh. Everybody got excited when the fucking Red Sox took 4 off the Spankies. And I'm like,
Yankees have like 6 people hurt.
yeah, it's
Judge,
like
Stanton,
everything, yeah. It just,
the Yankees are nothing.
and it was so funny how quick the fire went out because you know who comes in? Of all the fucking teams, the Washington Nationals, and they bent them over twice in a row.
So the Washington Nationals have the best
They went
National League.
They went into Fenway, and bent the Red Sox over after the Red Sox swept the fucking Yankees. Explain that.
Because you weren't playing the Yankees.
No, they suck. They blew their load. The Yankees, everything they could have gone right. Freaky bounces, questionable calls. A lot of things went right for the Red Sox. That's it. I'm just saying. Yeah, man, I think we're out of topics.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the Nationals.
Oh. Wait, what?
I want to look at their batting average.
I gotta ask why.
Well, because I heard Gary Cohen the other night say the Nationals have the best offense in the National League. So, I kind of want to dodge it. I wanted to look at exactly.
That was Padres or the
Dude. Phillies Cubs. That's what I was thinking, you know? So I'm like, dude, that's what they said.
Get out of here. We have struck gold here for you people in the greater Virginia area. You know, I love Virginia. I don't give Virginia enough. I do love it here. It is a great state. It really is. I love it. I love that it's blue. There are parts of it that could be better.
The real reason it's blue is because of all the blue votes in Northern Virginia.
Yeah.
A lot of where we are is mixed.
It is. It's sad, but that aside, I still love Virginia.
No, I was still not a lot of Virginia.
Yeah, tons.
Not everybody is their politics.
No.
Even though, man, it makes it tough, but, you know,
That's
not
right.
everybody's whole identity.
Because it wasn't this hatred before.
I know.
This is what Donald Trump did.
It just sucks.
He got us to hate each other. And I've cut off family. He's got us to hate each other.
It's not good.
That's where that was his biggest victory. He got Americans to hate each other. That's the only thing Donald Trump accomplished. If you don't understand that, you don't understand anything about anything. You've been sleeping for the last 18 months. Anyway, that'd be fucking fourth America. We're down to one.
We're going to end
Questionable. Lord, we'll see him tomorrow. I'll see him tomorrow. Whatever. We're going to figure out something. Yeah, hey, USA, Monday. I give you watching. You can see us Monday night at post game. USA, Belgium. You can go with the States. We're going to get it done. Sure.
Yeah.
First.
You figure it out.
I do. Destiny is a real
I'll
thing.
second that.
See you Monday or Sunday, whatever. Later.